So most of the vapes work in approximately the same way. They usually have a pod or something you can fill up with vape juice. And then they have the other part here that actually heats up the juice and turns it into water vapor. This one is a Juul, and this is a different kind, but you can also see the vape juice inside there, and this bottom half here also heats it up. So it works the same way. The problem is with the vape juice, they come in all sorts of different flavors and everything, but they're not regulated by the FDA. And so we really don't know what's inside there. They found things like formaldehyde and lead. Sometimes the nicotine content is far more than it's actually advertised as. And so a lot of these flavors and everything, they're marketed towards teens, but they're just as bad as cigarettes, and in some cases even worse.
There are several types of vapes, the most common being vape pens and Juuls. A Juul looks similar to a flash drive that contains high amounts of nicotine found in the Juul pod, which is where the highly addicting flavoring is located. This flavoring contains a mixture of chemicals, including ingredients found in moisturizers and paint thinners. These ingredients can cause illness, from coughing to cancer. One of the reasons we're seeing such an increase in electronic cigarettes is vapes are discreet enough to be used in schools. Students hide the vape in their shirt, inhale and exhale back into their clothing, unseen to teachers.
Aerosol in vapes contain toxic metals such as lead that down the road could cause symptoms such as cancer.
Yes, I am aware of the problems vapes can cause. I am also aware that many teens don't realize the effects the heavy metals and carcinogens can have on them, or even the addiction vaping causes.
I would have to say there is no way students and young people can know the dangers of vaping because doctors and medical professionals don't know the dangers of vaping just yet. But I do know that anytime you're bringing toxins into your body, that we're going to have trouble with diseases, cancers, all types of things. So I definitely think students need to be aware that what they do now affects their body later.
Teens are vaping for a variety of reasons, including popularity. However, they are not aware of the contents of their vape or the dangers associated with vaping. A recent study from the National Institute of Drug Abuse shows 13.7% of teens do not know the contents of their vape, while the other 86.3% do not know the full extent of chemicals found in vapes. This is a problem because teens are attracted to flavors like gummy bear, watermelon, or key lime pie. They begin to vape, thinking it is harmless, while they are at risk for cancerous diseases, not to mention serious addiction.
I think teens are vaping because, one, their friends are doing it, or other family members.
I think students are vaping because, again, it's a trend. It's something that's popular. It's kids are curious. Teenagers are curious. They want to know why people are doing things similar to drinking and smoking and things like that, other drugs. So vaping becomes one of those things that kids try. And unfortunately, it's increasingly available to them. It's something they have pretty good access to. And it has addictive chemicals in it, like cigarettes has nicotine, things like that. So those things become addictive for people who use them.
We need to stop teens from vaping. One of the first things that needs to be done is getting the correct information out about vaping. Teens need to know the risks, which can be done one of two ways. We need to go into our communities, educating teenagers and the general public about vaping dangers and why it is so addicting. Secondly, we need to provide counter advertisements. 4 out of 5 teens had exposure to ads in 2016, which led them to start vaping. Counter ads would stop teen vaping. The other problem is vapes are easily accessible for teens to buy. If we require age verification on sales, minors would not be able to buy products. You can take part in this movement as well. Help teens realize the mistake they are making by vaping.
I think we have to be a little bit more open about vaping, the dangers of vaping and how we feel about vaping in order for our kids to know that it's dangerous. I also think that we need to be talking to our students and our kids about vaping and just ask them to make a pact not to do it. And the other thing is we have to offer help. We can't continue to make kids feel like they've been involved in something that's illegal for them at a young age and then not offer them solutions for help when they feel like it's out of control and that they're addicted to something.
Educate ourselves. It's something that's new. People are trying it. It's out there. But like anything else, the more we learn about it, the more we know about it, the more we educate ourselves, the better chance we have of making the good choice or the right choice that's going to, help us stay healthy and yeah.